Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarissa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. What was I gonna say? I do not remember. Anyways, okay, moving forward. Well, I guess while we're waiting, because I feel awkward just sitting here staring at a camera. While we're waiting, I don't know if right now is a good time. Anyways, hey Deborah, hey Kels. Oh, there you guys are. I was like, I'm not sure if right now is a good time. I was doing some work out back and it started raining, and I did, we did some more what we could, like in the garage, and I was, but we kind of came to it, and I was like, I'm gonna go live. How is everyone? Are we doing well, loves? It will be better when this screen goes off. I'm not sure. And that glare won't be on my glasses. Da, da, da. What's everyone up to? Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Hanging in there. Hey, Flo. Flo, would you like to do yours here and now, or do you want me to do yours separate? I was going to do it after, unless if you wanted to do it here. Three military branches: the Marines, the Army, and the Navy. Do it! Still cleaning? Yeah, that takes time. You got it. I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Sweet. I love that. All right, well, what do we want to do? I could just do a collective. Sorry, my ear is still a little... It is better, but it's kind of going through some, like, real... it's like shocking pains. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. Is that what you meant? Hey, Gold. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? We can do a little collective. And just hang out and see if anyone wants to do a personal. Where shall we start? Yeah, it's like, it really feels like shocking. You know what I mean? Like, like lightning bolt. Sure, Alice. I'm sorry that you've been stressed. Yeah, we'll start with the collective here. I keep being drawn over here. I feel like I want to start with these two, so we're gonna roll with that. Lay down, buddy. All right, collective messages. There may be something being brought to some of your attention about your health here. I don't know what it would be. I feel like if there's like something coming up as far as like your physical health, or maybe even like your, like maybe your, there could be some emotional or mental health here as well. It may be tied together. Yeah, but this is, it's a good thing that this is kind of coming up here, because it's taking you to, we have this oldest fairy energy here. And what that really feels like is it's, this could also be an ancestor that's helping you kind of resolve. It feels like maybe some sort of unresolved issue when it comes to, you know, some sort of, but for some of you, it's definitely physical health here. That song, I don't know what it's called, but I'm hearing, if I gave you all my love and you gave me all your trust, would you? What does she say? I don't know. Whatever that song is. I don't know. I heard it a couple times. We have a fire element, an air element here. There's a... There may also be somebody who's experiencing some sort of karma because there could have been some sort of evil eye here. I don't know. Let's go a little deeper. But I feel like whatever this is, it's being brought to your attention. Like it's not something that's like if this is resonating for you, it's not something that's hidden or that you need to go looking for. It's very present. So, right. So like if it is emotional or, you know, mental health, it could be like, you know, maybe you've been feeling a, you know, a certain emotion very strongly, like, you know, over the last few days or something. Or like, you know, if it's yeah, like physical health. I feel like maybe if somebody's getting sick, okay, like I'm not sure if you're I feel like it's definitely getting sick. It's not just nausea, but if it's excessive nausea, I feel like you should definitely go to the doctor here, okay? Yeah, for some of you, there's like a decision here. Tell me about this bad dragon. Yeah. Time for a nap is kind of that resolved, or something's being kind of put to rest here. Round and round. But this is something that it's like, you know, it almost feels like finally being resolved. You know, like this isn't, yeah, never ending story. Exactly. This is something that is, it feels like it's finally being resolved. Like, you know, it could be something tied into, I'm sorry. Like, say for instance, whatever this cycle is, right, or whatever this whatever's being brought to your attention, right, I feel like it's definitely also tied into, it could be, right, like you know, a main source of stress or burdens, okay, whether you can necessarily kind of see that connection or not here, okay. I do feel like there is someone that wants you to feel stressed out. If that's the case, you know who that is, and this is just like your confirmation. Okay, tell me about this rescue. Yeah, whatever this is that's like finally being resolved here, it could be tied into a community, okay? Doesn't have to be, or there's maybe some sort of community here involved. This is like this mending or this like resolution, or, you know, like I said, like, again, it's something that felt like it was like, you know, definitely not new, something that happens, you know, over and over again, right? But by resolving this, there's this energy with this go the distance here, right? It's like you're able to it's almost like you're able to get out of some sort of stuck energy, right? You could have been feeling kind of stuck or stagnant. It's almost like kind of being hung up, right? Like say for instance, you're like, you know, at a really good pace, right? With steady pace, and you're just like, you know, moving forward, you know, and like a nail like snags your, you know, but something that's unreachable that you can't just like undo, right? And you're trying to get unstuck from that. Whatever this is going to help you, and you're going to be able to like keep going. And it's not to say that you're like running. It's not definitely not like a race. It's more like a marathon. So it's, you know, but you get what I'm saying, like, right? There's like forward movement, forward momentum, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, like caught up, right? Caught on something. And it's because there's clearly some sort of like belief or something that is either tied into this person, this thing. I think it's all the above, right? I feel like if there is like people or like a community or a person involved, they could have been like mirroring something. But it feels like the energy around that maybe wants to like if somebody has any type of like malicious energy, I honestly feel like this person is just going to be kind of like it's like a background. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of in the background. Okay, the oldest fairy here. Yeah. We have the to be fair with the deep knowing. And that's where I feel like this mending is happening here. Because there's like this deeper understanding of you know what? There was like a cycle that kept repeating here. Or something kept going in like a certain way. And I don't think it's necessarily because maybe you didn't try different things. I think it was because of some sort of like belief or something here, or maybe something tied into your like physical body, or but I also feel like this belief could have been tied into maybe also some sort of like connection, or like a connection with a community or something. Okay, but again, this is being like made known to you here. Okay, yeah. I haven't really tried too much on it. I've just, you know, maybe done some like warm, like washcloth, like just to soothe or whatever, but I just have been like taking the pain, honestly. Hey, Irene. Okay. And just pushing through it, right? Like I really haven't been babying it too much, but I can see improvement. I can definitely say that there has been improvement, right? Like for a few days, every time I would sneeze, it felt like it was like rupturing all over again. And it wasn't, but it felt like that, right? Or like and my jaw would really hurt. Well, recently it is a lot better when I sneeze. Okay. Oh, I don't know what happened, but my eardrum ruptured. It just is very uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, it'll fix itself. It's just very uncomfortable. And that's all. And it's like, so I make weird faces because it's like shocking pains. It's like almost like I stiffen up. You know what I mean? So I do apologize for my awkwardness, but I'm just going to keep moving. All right, here we go. Time for a nap with the round and round for the collective. Back to you guys. Yeah, like I said, there is some evil eye here, okay? But this is coming to an end. Oh, maybe you were concerned about somebody's intentions. I've been picking up on that as well. But there is some sort of, you know, again, maybe that's tied into this belief here. For some of you, you were concerned. For others of you, I do feel like there is, this is the case, okay, for some of you, but it's not necessarily maybe the person that you're thinking of, okay? I'm feeling more of like it's, maybe somebody's still close to the situation, but not, yeah, okay, tell me more. Time for a nap, running around evil eye. There is also an energy too, especially with this mending. If there was some sort of like dispute in the past, okay, between you and someone else, and that could have been like this cycle that you would go through like over and over and over again with someone in like someone in particular, okay? I do feel like someone is growing, okay? And that's really where I feel like this resolution is able to, you know what I mean? Like something is, this cycle is able to finally like close out here. Yeah, for some of you, it is tied into your money here. Tell me more about this. Imagine the rain showing. This could also be somebody, it's almost like somebody that could have been maybe even like, yeah, something happened in the past, you and this person, and there was some sort of hostility or some sort of resentment, or, you know what I mean, where, you know, at one point this person, you know, was not, they were wishing, you know, ill things here, but this person has, I feel like grown up. for some of you. I'm picking up, for some of you, this is like a cousin. It could be romantic. It could be, you know, and this cycle could show up in lots of different situations. Maybe one repeatedly in particular. But you could be closing it out and, you know, also in one in particular. It doesn't have to be a cousin. Like it, this could even be something at work. I'm picking up on two here. Tell me about this mending with this go the distance. Yeah, you are going to get a lot, there is something, again, going back to this energy where for some of you, it's like that evil eye energy is not, it did not come from where you think it came from. And you're going to get very clarity about where this energy came from, but it's like time for you to know, okay? To be fair, no. I do feel like there was some attempted interference in this, but yeah, essentially whatever's going on right now, it may be going on to what seems like the extreme, right? Whether you're feeling very emotional, very sad, very angry, very irritated, maybe you're having a lot of like pain in your body or something going on in a certain area, right? That maybe, you know, that could be tied into even something that happened in the past, right? Maybe you went through some, you know, but, or there's something that's being made very clear at this time. Because I feel like the energy is like ripe to close out this cycle. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. All right, final messages about this and then we're done. Yeah, this is something, like I said, it's something that has like snagged you up. 8 of Swords, right? Because I feel like what it feels like is something that is supposed to be on this path, on this journey with you. There's been something, some sort of dispute, some sort of, it's like you're pushing it or them or, you know, away, whatever it is, maybe a job, maybe, you know, I don't know what it is, but it feels like you're pushing it, but it has to do, and because there is like this energy, this old program that for whatever reason is creating fear around this situation, right? And so because the divine, this is a very divinely led path, right? The divine's kind of like snagged you up, right? Until you can break through this cycle, close this cycle, because it's like it seems like it's something that's like a never-ending story here. Yeah, but look what we have here. This is you breaking free, right? Yeah, and so and then also understanding the reality where it is really coming from, because I believe that you're also going to get very clear excuse me, clarity. That was a coffee burp. Clarity. Sorry, disgusting. um, about where this is coming from here. Yeah, because I feel like it's coming from somebody that's off, hidden at a distance. Robert, your timing is impeccable. So, yes, essentially, yeah, look, then things start moving very quickly. Very quickly. Okay, so we saw fire signs earlier. Fire signs is coming up again. We did see air sign as well. I was kind of feeling that. I feel like there's a little bit, I'm not feeling a whole lot of water, but maybe a little. Yeah, and so this is going to bring also more clarity, because some of y'all were like walking down this path, right, on this journey, and you're like walking down this path and you're like, why? I feel like there's something, you know, it was like, maybe, I don't know, it felt like not like it should, you know what I mean? And but whatever this is, it's like, oh, that's it. Oh, there it is what I heard. Oh, there it is. Yeah, and for some of you, this does involve some sort of reconciliation here, okay? Maui, you're such a sweet boy, and I love you so much. Yeah, you're breaking free here. Because it's almost like the path maybe started feeling like heavy and burdensome and like, you know, so, you know, like that. But it's like, whatever this is, closing out this cycle, mending whatever this is, understanding the real source of where maybe some sort of like energy or manipulation or something like that was coming from. Yeah. is really going to like change things up here. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I don't know what this I almost feel like whoever this is, they I don't know if they intentionally wanted you to feel this way about whoever or whatever, or you know, whether it's a job or it's a, you know, a person or a community or like a group or like, you know, maybe a hobby, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it feels like there was somebody that was very obsessed. They have this out here, okay? Again, this is the person that I feel like is kind of like hidden. They're kind of like, you know, in the shadows, right? Like this is, you know, this is that energy that I'm picking up on that was, yeah, but I feel like they watched very closely here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just wanted to see there, but yeah, so this is what's going on. It's really good, but just it's like observe, right? But I really feel like the divine is making something extremely clear. Hey, Jay. Okay. Pro Ducky. I am not like a dance monkey. Okay. If you would like a question answered, I answer those questions for donations. That donation information is in the description box below. We do equal energy exchange over here because I have 2 children, a dog, a cat, and a household to take care of. And so it's important that I maintain good boundaries and spiritual health. Allow me to over-explain myself. On these very hard lessons that I had to learn because, you know, I tend to overgive. Robert, how you been? Oh, Jasper, he's in Zyla's room. Thank you. He usually stays in there because he and Maui are not the best of friends. So we just keep them apart. He's such a sweet boy. We let him out though. We'll put Maui up and let him out, and you know. No, so I just have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. That information is in the description box. I guess I really need to, I don't know. Those, what are those called that you can do? Hi, Laura. What am I talking about? On here, where you can pay through here. I forget what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, see, when we first brought Jasper home, Maui literally ran after him, and Zyla has been terrified to let them be in the same room again. And so I just, I go with it. I'm like, I feel like it would settle down, but, technically Jasper is her kitty cat, and so I just, whatever makes her feel safe and comfortable works for me. Hey, Serena. So what's everyone up to this weekend? Hey there. That's so funny. That's a good idea to put her on the leash inside the house. That is a good idea. Yeah, same. I have some housework I need to do after the rain stops doing its thing. I think I'll probably keep doing some stuff out back. Normal stuff. Normal life stuff and weekend stuff. Oh, goodness. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I guess now that the collective's done, if nobody's really wanting oh. Okay, Irene does. Okay, I was like, wait, I feel awkward just sitting here. Oh, that's a good idea, Deborah. Yeah, see, I had, there was a few times that I brought Maui out and his, well, or not Maui, but brought, Jasper out while Maui was at his crate and was like holding Jasper. And Maui would just like stare at him. And that, but as soon as, you know, I put Jasper down, then Maui's like going crazy again. Probably Kels. Yeah, I have to, you know, probably. Okay, got it, Irene. All right, energy check on the living situation with Irene and her brother, please. What's the energy? What's Irene need to know about the living situation with her brother? I feel like there's some sort of communication that's working, or I don't know if you have changed the way that you communicate, or it feels like there's something different that you're doing, okay? And there's like this energy of, it feels like something's coming to an end here, okay? Now, what's coming to an end is this Five of Cups, this Six of Pentacles. I feel like the Six of Pentacles is kind of this energy of you giving to him, like taking care of him, okay? And this Five of Cups is kind of this disappointment, right? Like seeing the potential and being disappointed and him not seeing the potential, right? But we have the Death card here, right? But what's starting all of this is this Knight of Swords, and that's what makes me feel like there's something that's getting across to him, because then we have this Death card, which is, we have this death and this rebirth. We have the Ten of Pentacles upright, which really makes me feel like I don't know if it's like now, or I don't know, but the energy is present here. So it may not be in the physical yet, but there is this energy about, with the Ten of Pentacles, that's two people bringing in finances, right? That's what that feels like. Some sort of like, you know, again, it's like no longer you giving to him and kind of taking care of him. There's this equal here. Now, we did have the Ten of Cups kind of come out, not in reverse all the way, but kind of almost like spinning. So this feels like it's like this is maybe what's on the wheel is this Ten of Cups energy, right? Which is this kind of like joyful environment, right, in the home. You know, good times, things like that here. So emotions may be running kind of high, or there may be, like, I feel like with this spinning, right, it feels like there's a cycle here that you guys are going through at this time, okay? Yeah, there's like this it's like figuring out how to collaborate. You know what I mean? Like almost like there was like some sort of like almost like communication barrier, right? But there's been some sort of shift or some sort of change, or there is, or there will be something like that here that starts turning the wheel on some of these things. Yeah, but I feel like it starts with the removing some sort of there's like a understanding here. And by understanding it, right, like, you know, maybe there's something, maybe the way that he reacts or the way that he speaks or the way that, I don't know, it has to do with communication. It has to do with communication. But yeah, this is what's going on. There's well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe, I don't know. But it feels like it's like bringing, you know, kind of this death and this rebirth here, right? Like, I mean, we're literally going from the Six of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, from the Five of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Now, again, this is kind of spinning, right? So there is this kind of like thing happening there, but there is a rebirth happening here. Cool, happy. I also love Yeshua. Very much. Very much. And I have found the spirit of Yeshua deep in my heart. We work together. You're very welcome. Hey, Nabrisha. I love you, Irene. Very much. But yeah, I'm wondering if, like, you know, that change in perception around you know, the higher plan, right? Kind of a deeper understanding about it is changing the energy around it. You know what I'm saying? Nabrisha, these are for donations at this time. I would usually apologize, but I'm gonna refrain from that. I love you so much, Flo. Yeah. And so then because of that, it's almost like giving him you almost just gave him space. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like because there was this maybe trying to I don't feel like you were like trying to figure anything out or anything like that, but there's just like this, it was like whatever the dynamic was before was like suctioning, like almost like, you know what I mean, suffocating in a way. And not that you were intending that at all, because I don't think that that was it. I think it was just unintentional, just the dynamic both on both ends, right? But now this, again, this shift in dynamic is really, or this perception or understanding is kind of repumping it back full of air. You know what I mean? Which is allowing the space. It's like allowing the peace, the ability to breathe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Feels good though. You guys are the best. I should make you moderators. Do you want to be moderators? Oh. Hey, so as far as prices, you just donate whatever you feel called to, and then usually not usually, I'll just, whatever an equal energy exchanges comes right through. Yeah, exactly, Flo. You said it way better than I could have. Giving, or than I did. Giving grace and space. That's exactly right. Yeah, $5 is fine, and I'll answer your question. It'll be probably a quick, sweet, and short answer, but you'll get the answer. You got it. I do like spicy chips. I try not to eat them as much anymore just because the food in America is not of the best quality. But I do like spicy Cheetos. They are delicious. But I just know that they aren't the best for me. Ew. That was the grossest thing. All right, for Kelsey. For Kelsey. I don't know. You tell me. Okay, you got it, Flo. Okay, Lori, got it. Neon, no, I don't have a profile picture on Cash App. It's just to see. I should probably do one. Okay, what does Kelsey need to know at this time, please? What does Kelsey need to know? Flo, you should be a mod now. What does Kelsey need to know? Okay. Kelsey, I kind of get this feeling where it's like you may feel kind of like, I don't want to say trapped. It doesn't feel trapped, but it's almost like you turn one way and there's like, I don't know, it feels like maybe you feel like kind of stuck in between, or there's like, it's hard for me to explain the way this feels. Look at this girl. This feels like your energy in the middle, right? We got this person over here doing their thing, right? Oh, gosh. Hold on just a second, guys. Come here, Ryan. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, it's okay. Hold on. Okay. So, we're back. Is it freezing or was I... Okay, sorry, back to you, Kelsey. Okay, so here's what it feels like. There's like this energy where you may feel like things are kind of like unknown, or, you know, it's like you may see, and I don't feel like you're comparing other people to your life to other people, but there is kind of this like wondering, like, okay, so this person's got this going on, right? See how she's like holding out the big pentacle, and like this person's got this going on, and it's like I feel like maybe my, you know, things are like burning down, but there is this kind of past energy of this, like, are things burning down in a good way or a bad way? It's definitely burning out down in a good way if it feels like things are burning down, but we have the Judgment with the Lovers and the Seven of Wands. This is going to feel like there's like this energy of you being like swooped, like swooped out of whatever this, like, kind of how you, the situation that you feel you're in at this time. I do feel like there is a little bit of like the past kind of like maybe like you know, like some sort of like past kind of coming up here in a way, right? That maybe wants to make you feel stuck, right? Like a fear of maybe like the past coming back around or kind of recreating itself, right? But no, there's like this energy with the Judgment, the Lovers, the Seven of Wands coming out here. I just can't help but feel like there's like something that just like, it almost feels like Tarzan. like that, like swoops in, picks you up, and you know what I mean? We're just right in time. And that's the divine, right? The divine's timing and that type of thing here. But this is definitely what's going on. You know what I mean? And it's not to say that, like, you know, this is a huge, that this is like taking over. You know what I mean? You know, but it's almost just to let you know that, like, divine timing is everything. It's all about divine timing here. And I can't help but feel that, yeah. That there's someone else involved. Like there's someone involved. Like, I don't know, somehow the swooping, the divine timing, it may come through someone else, right? Rather than like, I don't know how it would usually come, you know what I mean? I'm not sure, but it may come through someone else. Hey, Andy. Okay. Oh gosh, you guys, now I... Oh, hold on. Okay. Neon, yes, I got your Cash App. I'm sorry, but people keep coming over and asking to play with Michael. So I'm just trying to keep the barking out. But, hey, Anya. Oh gosh, Maui, come on, man. Is it like super loud? Is the barking really loud? Should I continue to mute? There we go. Okay. So, Neon, what is your question? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. So what is coming towards, do you mind if I use your first name that was on the Cash App? Is that okay? Okay. Yes, I am an orange C. That is correct. Only when he's in the room. Okay. All right. So what is coming towards Kelvin? What is coming towards Kelvin at this time, please? What's coming towards Kelvin? that he can't see. Ooh. Hold up. Okay, Kelvin, I feel like there's something that is, can you hear me? I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, Kelvin. Okay, there is, something's, I feel like going to come to an end here. Because we have the Ten of Swords, the Fool, the Death, the Eight of Cups, that's you walking away because something... There's something that you may have, that you may be walking away from here because you may feel disappointed in the outcome, right? You may feel disappointed. And there's also this energy too of like with the moon being here, not quite understanding like not, there's something about not seeing everything, or like there are things that are kind of hidden here. Okay. But yeah, it's I do see you kind of walking away. There is kind of this stage, Kelvin, where it's like you may be kind of like, again, trying to understand here, but I do feel like I'm almost kind of getting something. There may be something about, you may get some sort of information about this situation, like what it is that you can't see or that you don't know with this moon here, okay? For some reason, I feel like there's information, you get some sort of information through another source with this situation, and for whatever reason, I don't know, it makes me feel like it brings some sort of relief. Oh my gosh, hold on. No, Maui. Maui. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, Kelvin, this looks like what is going on. But listen, it feels like there is like some things hidden, like I said, but I wouldn't get hung up on that, right? Because you are going to get this information at a later date. There is also too, it feels like with the Tower and then the Two of Wands, and then we have the Eight of Swords, and then it goes to the Four of Wands with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. It feels like the walls may feel like they're closing in, but it's kind of reminding me of, remember in like, I don't know, it's giving kind of Alice in Wonderland effect of like where the walls may feel like they're closing in, but somehow the room is actually getting bigger. I'm not sure. There's something about that. So, and the feeling of the walls closing in is like, you know, kind of an old programming, right? Because it's like maybe some of these things that like made you feel really safe and secure, right? That's where the walls are closing in because they're changing, they're evolving, they're growing, right? So it may feel like you're kind of losing control a little bit. And so that's that feeling of like the walls closing in, but in reality it's there's, you know, it's you're really just stepping into new, right? So just be mindful of that, okay? Just when it, as you continue moving forward, for sure. Okay, and then we got Nabrisha. Maui, oh my gosh. You're welcome. Thank you for donating. I appreciate you. But yeah, Anya, totally, I agree. It makes sense. Is Nabrisha still here? And what is your question, my dear? I'm going to mute this for a second. Yeah. Okay. That's funny. Okay, how does, is it Malio? Malo? 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 Is it Malo? Feel about Nabrisha. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Yay! Okay, Malo. Okay, how does Malo feel about Nabrisha? Sorry, it took... really had to work through that, didn't I? I've already kind of seen some good energy coming out, but let's see. With the Queen of Cups and the Justice, that's good. Oh, how does Malo feel about Nabrisha? Don't start, Maui. Hold on, Nabrisha. I had to lock him up, you guys. Okay, now this is how Melo feels. Now, I don't know if you guys. Here's. It feels like there's been some. We have the Five of Cups here, which makes me feel like he feels there's this kind of this missing energy, missing you energy, like sad kind of energy here. Okay. I feel like there was some sort of. He needed to understand something here, okay? Nabrisha, there was like some sort of like maybe drama or like chaos or like something, but he needed to understand that here. I feel like it was like, it almost feels like he could have maybe like sourced you as the root or the reason being or something like that, right? Maybe not necessarily exactly that, but he may have like kind of thought that, like maybe, you know, but realizing that I think that it was maybe other people, you know what I mean? There was some sort of, I feel like some sort of outside influence here, okay? But anyways, so I feel like with this Eight of Wands and this Eight of Pentacles here, there's like this energy of wanting to like work through whatever this is, whatever this, you know, kind of dispute or, you know, kind of misunderstanding. We have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Pentacles here, okay? So that is kind of a solid beginning, all right? There is this energy with this Eight of Cups with the Page of Swords. Yeah, this feels like that outside influence. I'm not sure who that is, though, that Page of Swords. Very immature energy, probably a liar, clearly. Okay, but yeah, that's how he feels, or Melo, Nabrisha. Getting his wrap on. The dog box. Yeah, well, the kids are playing out front. He's going crazy. Or he was. Get off the lawn. I am from Indiana, but I live in Illinois. You're very welcome. Thank you for your donation. It's very much appreciated. Oh, gosh. You text here and there. Well, I get the sense that, yeah, no, I already said everything that, Just about like there's some kind of, yeah, just clarity around it. And whether you know it or not, there was someone that was like, I don't know, saying stuff, you know what I mean? No, Anya, we love you so much. Whew, what are we at? 85 minutes. No, he did before. But I feel it, but he's seeing clearly now. If that makes sense. Oh, goodness, you guys. Well, maybe I should wrap this up. What do you think? We did a collective, got some personals done. Sure. I love that. Does Melo have feelings for Nabrisha? Does Melo have feelings for Nabrisha? Yeah, they're hidden, but they run pretty deep with it being the moon. Yeah. I feel like you knew that, though. Aw, Flo, I love that so much. Whew. All right, guys. Well, I am going to jump. I do still have to get Flo's done. So I'm going to jump and get hers done and get hers sent over to her. And then it does look like the weather is cleared up, and so I'm going to get back to doing all the stuff. Yeah, I love you guys so very much. And I hope you have a great day. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon. I do want to announce that I am still posting on Patreon. So, like collective readings. They are a little spotty right now because I'm kind of just trying to, you know, but I'm sure that they will start picking back up again. So, just letting everyone know that I am still posting there. So, yeah, that's right. I feel like I'm constantly finding a new groove, you guys. It's crazy. And I'm a Leo, which is a fixed sign, and I don't... Anyways, but then I get into a groove and I'm like, oh, this is nice. But then I get bored and I'm like, I need change. And then I'm like, no change. No, it's fine. We're working our way through it. But anyways, listen, I love you guys so much. So much. Anya, I definitely agree, for sure. Yesterday was definitely a good shadow work day too. I did a bunch of stuff also, but anywho, okay, listen, I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out, donating, not donating, just vibing, right? For being here or coming later or whatever. Just thank you for being you. I love you guys so much. And we'll see you later.